Hello everybody, welcome back to another weekend vlog. It's your girl Erica, and this is Ginger Books, and oh my god, there's an ambulance, hold on. Anyways, wow, I just don't have a train of thought. So I have not read all week, at all. I really wanted to, but I ended up switching my hours at work to match my boyfriend's, because now we are carpooling to save money on gas and keep the mileage off of his car, which is a lot more mileage than this one has. So I work from 7 to 3 now, and you need to get going. And except Fridays, I will have off now, and afternoons on Thursdays, since I will meet 30 hours as like 1 o'clock on Thursdays. So, oh, and I have Lady, she came with me. So I have not read any more of Hand on the Wall, and to be honest, I have literally forgotten to even read. Like, what does that say about the book then? So, right now, currently, I'm hopefully when I get home I can read a little bit, because I do want to read, because tonight, when I get home from my event, which I'll tell you here in a minute, I do want to play Sims. But anyways. So today, right now, I am in Fort Dodge, and it is like snowing like the dickens right now. Well, it's not really snowing, it's just crappy. And I'm not liking it, and I got told that there's supposed to be another snowstorm this weekend, which I'm not happy about, because I've got shit to do this weekend. But currently, I woke up this morning to take Lady to the vet, because she needed to get her booster for lepto, and she got her anal glands popped. Guess found out, dogs have anal glands. Anybody, I guess, who owns a dog would know that. If not, now you know. And it's very common in the type of dog that Lady is, which is a heeler / like Australian cattle dog mix, to excrete their anal glands every now and then. Well, she's a special puppy. It needs them about once a month. And the vet is kind of baffled. Why? Because I told her, I'm like, well, I give her wet dog food. Does that cost it? Yeah, but how much do you give for wet dog food? I'm like, just 2 normal, like, spoonfuls, and then I give her practically 2.5 cups of food. And she's like, well, then that should cancel itself out. So we don't know. We're just thinking she's special. And I'm sorry, this is like TMI, but so we found out her anal gland opening, because they have openings to let it ooze out when you squeeze. Found out her anal gland openings might be a little too small, and so they pop like a zit. And that's why it's painful for her when they get excreted, especially when they get really extremely full, because they're not oozing out like they're supposed to be. I'm like, is it gonna be a problem? She's like, well, if you start noticing her being very uncomfortable, they most likely have filled up and need to be excreted again, and maybe down the road may need to kind of help her, and the only way we can do that is making a bigger incision in the anal gland. But the thing is it could heal back up to where it was supposed. It's a whole ordeal over anal glands, and I'm just like, ew. Jesus Christ. Swear to God, people don't know how to drive. There's a turning lane, and you just turned in the wrong lane. Anyways, and so I went and got gas for my car, went and got an oil filter and oil for an oil change that my dad's going to do this weekend, hopefully, because I'm about 1,000 miles to almost 2,000 miles overdue. I do take care of my car, I promise. Squirtle and I will make it, even though I get pissed at Squirtle during the winter, because it's not a winter car, as we're slowly starting to figure out. And we went to Fort Dodge to get groceries, and this is why you get a introduction in the car, because we're heading home now. And yeah, but I am so excited because my tax return came back, and I got way more than I thought I was going to get, which is cool, because I went out and finally got a monitor for my computer, so I'm not using a TV anymore for my monitor, and speakers, so woot woot. And I now finally have a TV in my office, so that's cool. I hooked my Switch up to it because I can play Hulu off of my Switch, And that's pretty much like the most app that we use that plays in the background anyways. So that's kind of neat. And I can finally like do exercises in my office. I also got an Apple Watch, which I'll show you a little bit closer. Or not Apple Watch. I got a Samsung Galaxy Active smartwatch because I always wanted a smartwatch, but I decided to, go the cheap route and just get these small. They're Android, friendly, work with Androids. But I just finally broke down and was like, you know what? I really, really would like this. So, broke down about it. Why is my hat all of a sudden, for the last 2 days, my hat has always been crooked and I don't understand why. I didn't change head sizes, did I? So, but I have to show you the little clock screen that pops up. It's Reptar. I'm not a child. But, so, right now, as I said before, we are heading home, finally, because Lady's had enough of a car ride for one day. Every time we stop, she's like, we're not at the vet, are we? Because we stopped there first. But found out she really loves queso. So I got her, because the vets out there said that in moderation, the spray can cheese, American cheese, is really good for dogs because technically their system doesn't digest it, so it just goes right through their system. So I was like, okay. And she gobbled it down. Every time she sprayed it, she literally turned around and she's like, oh my god, it's gone. And I'm like, she likes food. Hence why she's a little overweight. But she did lose 2 pounds. Good girl. Anywho, well, I'm hoping once the groceries are put away and everything, I can read for a little bit. But today, I got called in early to volunteer for the soup supper that's going on. That's an annual thing the Lions Club does, and they do like a themed fundraiser. So this year, it's going to helping pay for a new Humble ambulance at the hospital. So, yeah. I will be cutting bars. It's gonna be fun. And finally I get to see one of my favorite people from Lions Club because she's been sick. So, yeah, which reminds me, I need to remember to bring the minutes to her. But, yeah. So I haven't read any, which is really bad. I really need to get back on that. Tomorrow, I guess I'll give you the lowdown for the weekend. Tomorrow I'm planning on going with my uncle and aunt and their son to hopefully, cross our fingers since now there's a snowstorm, going down there to Des Moines to the Civic Center because they have like a huge like motorcycle expo thing that's going on and I really want to go see them. And if they have spiders there, I'm going to drool. I guess a little backstory, my family pretty much is a big motorcycle family. My dad started riding when he was like 15, 16 years old. I grew up for a while. We did not have motorcycles and I stopped riding because when I started riding a bike, for some reason it was like a switch flipped and I totally forgot how to be a passenger on a motorcycle. So I always kept wanting to steer my dad, which is a very dangerous thing. Don't ever do that. Unless seasoned motorcycle riders would understand how to correct it, but it can be very, very dangerous. And then my ex-boyfriend, my only ex-boyfriend, back freshman year of high school, finally got me on one. Because I was just terrified to get back on one because I was afraid. I'm like, oh, I'm going to steer him. It's going to be bad. But you know what? I ended up really, really loving it. And I kind of kicked myself of why was I so afraid. I mean, as a passenger, as long you let the driver do the work, you're fine. Don't get worried until the driver says to hang on. And so ever since then, my dad ended up getting a Honda Shadow, 87 Honda Shadow. We had a Honda 360, or I think it's 365. I'm not 100% sure. But my mom started getting back into it because she had her motorcycle license, and then she got a Can-Am Spyder. It's the sports one, but it has the option of the Eco and the Sport. She's terrifying. Love you, Mom. But I don't like being a passenger with you because you don't know how to take off smoothly. Anyways, so sometime I would love to get my own motorcycle license and be able to ride, so I don't have to, rely on always being the passenger and like begging my dad for a ride. Yeah. So we're going to do that tomorrow. That was a huge long tangent. And then Sunday, I have to be at the church at 8 for choir practice, and then bells perform, so there's a small little rehearsal before church. And then the rest of the day, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe hopefully getting my oil changed. But anyways, this has been like a long intro to this video, so I'm gonna peace out right now, and hopefully I can talk to you guys about what I read or do a reading montage afterwards. Let's see how I feel, because I have a lot of groceries right now. Because I totally stocked up on groceries. Anyways, peace. Oh my lord. So, I read a chapter in a beginning portion of In the Past. Warning, spoiler alert, because I need to get my feelings out what I just read. So I'll give you a timestamp below to skip so you don't get spoiled. But starting off, Stevie and Janelle find Francis's diary that has all of their pictures in their plan to create the perfect murder or crime or whatever and live their life like Bonnie and Clyde. But I cried a little bit earlier. But I am messed up because you go back into the past and you're following George as he finds the two kidnappers who he hired to kidnap Iris, which he didn't know Alice was his daughter, and yada yada yada. We'll get into how I feel about that later at the end of the book for a synopsis. But people have been ongoing, don't know what happened to Alice. Well, I can tell you what happened to Alice. She died. Not even 2 weeks ago. Like in this time frame. From measles. And when the man of the house found out who she was, he didn't call a doctor because he didn't want to be found. So he just let her die. And she was buried out in the backyard. I'm so disgusted. So disgusted. Hold on. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. So, yeah, I am so disgusted. Poor Alice. Unless there's a huge plot twist at the end. But poor Alice. Now I can kind of see whoever wants to keep this covered could be possibly a relative of George Marsh, the FBI detective, or something to try to keep him quiet of, Alice is finally rest in peace. Like, just shush so the money can go to the school and everything. And now I'm just sitting here like, well, now nobody really, there's no fortune to give to Alice. Or unless this person that wants to keep it hush-hush is plotting something to get the money. I don't know. It's getting good, and oh my god. So I stopped there. I'm on chapter 16 now, and my watch is pretty good in charge, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get lunch and then head to Our Savior's and help prep for the soup supper tonight. So, yeah. So I will check in with you guys later tonight. I don't plan reading anymore. I might if my curiosity gets the best of me because I want to see how this all pans out so bad. But I definitely will have time to read in the car tomorrow because it's a 2-hour drive. So, yeah. Well, I will see you guys later and let you know how the soup supper went. Hello. I'm back home. So glad to be back home because that wasn't chaos. Everything ran smoothly, but holy crap, that was a busy time. Literally at one point, we had a full hall of people. So we served chili and soup. Yeah. But right now, I'm going to say goodnight. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm just going to go play Sims. And yeah, finally have a few hours to myself and then go to bed. So, see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It's another sunny Saturday. And I'm just sitting by the window. because there's more light. Watching the buffalo play around and rub on the ground, I guess, and roll. Even though he's going to roll right into a fence and I'm going to laugh my ass off. That sounded really bad. He was just ditching. Now he's running again. Watch this. Too happy buffalo just playing because he just got fed. No, they're done. They're going to get hay. They're over there. So as I said yesterday, today I'm going to this, it's not a swap meet, but it's like an event for motorcycles. People can pay to have their motorcycles shown or sell stuff. So going with my uncle, aunt, and their son. So I'm just currently waiting for them. I have not read any more of The Hand on the Wall, even though I should have. Instead, I played Sims for, if you want my honest opinion, I did not play Sims. I literally played it for maybe 20 minutes and then went to bed. But I literally sat and watched TikToks. That app is so addicting, and that's why I try to avoid opening it. Because when I open it, I spend like almost 2 hours on there. Can somebody relate? I'm probably on Monday, I'm going to upload this vlog and the last vlog video, because it's done. I just never uploaded it because I was busy. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here waiting. I am bringing my book along with my Switch. So, yeah. Well, hopefully I can remember to record and not be scared, and maybe we can see some cool bikes today.
Hello everybody. It is your girl back for an update. So I was totally going to make a montage, and I really was this time, I promise, even though you're probably going to think I'm lying, at this motorcycle convention, but we literally walked in the door and they had security wanding us. So I assume it was not okay to vlog and take videos and pictures. So I did not, because you don't mess with bike, even though they're like the sweetest people you'll ever meet. But they're very big and intimidating, and I wasn't going to try. So I got scared. I had a really great time. I ended up getting a couple of things. I got new earrings. One of them being skulls. I have green hearts for St. Patrick's Day. I have these roses. I got new excuse me. Those boneless wings are coming back up. Got some new aviators. And then I got a new do-rag, and it's got puppies on it. I went and got Starbucks. We went to Target and ended up getting an Iowa cup. It's like an Iowa keepsakes that Starbucks is doing so that each state, when you go and visit, you can get this like commemorative mug. And let me go show you guys. This is it. So it says Iowa, the Corn Belt. It has like all farming. It has our state capital on it. And on the other side, it's more like places that you can go see. It has our state flower on it. Ferris wheel for, I believe that's actually Okoboji. I don't think it's the state fair, but it could be the state fair. I could be wrong. But the Floyd Monument, our flag, pig, and I'm guessing in the corn on the cob is supposed to be over our state representation of the state fair. Other than that, that's pretty much what I got. We went out to eat. So now I'm back home, and I went on a huge, big shopping spree for Kindle items for Iowa history and Victorian history. So I kind of wanted to show you guys what I got. So I'm going to open up my Kindle library so you can see it. So I guess I wasn't recording at all when I was talking to you guys, because dummy me forgot to hit the record button. So I got some new books on the Kindle library. So this is my Kindle library. The first one that I was waiting to download and pop up. So the Victorian Lady's Guide to Sex and Marriage and Manners. So this is all about the beauty regimen and just the way of life of the Victorian lady. So it's Unmentionable by Teresa O'Neill. Oop, I just exited out of it. I'm dumb. I was watching a video of Brendan Urie covering Ashes by Celine Dion. Go back to my library. And then The Ungovernable, which is all about how Victorians tried to conceive, what to do during, and how to raise a child, and the taboo things that they did to have a perfect child. Then the Spirit Lake Massacre, because that happened in Iowa, so I want to be more familiar with it, because supposedly a character who was kind of the first pioneer to settle Humboldt County takes a role in this, but we're starting to find out that maybe he might not have. He didn't. He just did something bad. That was it. And then it happened in Iowa, which is like remarkable things that was actual national history that Iowa partook in or started. And then Stars Over Clear Lake. And then I have other books that I also got and I forgot to show you guys, which was The Becoming the Dark Prince, which is a novella by Carrie Maniscalco that I need to read. And then these books right here were from my senior seminar class at University of Northern Iowa. And mine was over Latin America history, pretty much, and United States influence and actions in Central and South America. So yeah, I, for some reason, this weekend, I'm really not in the mood to read. I really should read. I don't have enough battery left to make a reading montage, so I may do that tomorrow, but I really need to read because I am really wanting to read Hand on the Wall, but every time I sit down and say I need to read, I just don't feel it. So I think I'm in a reading slump. But every time I pick up the book and start, force myself to read it, I get interested. So I don't know what's going on with me. So hopefully I will start reading. My boyfriend's out with one of his friends right now, buying a new mouse and speaker for his computer because his subwoofer pretty much kind of, I don't want to say exploded, but it cracked and died. So, and he's going out to eat at Culver's with Connor, his friend. So I'm just at the house by myself. I think I'm just gonna go either play Sims or do something. And I will talk to you guys later. Maybe I could edit my vlog. I might do that. Maybe I might be in the reading mood. If not, I will definitely say goodnight to you guys tomorrow. It might be a turn-in kind of early night because tomorrow I have to be at, hopefully I can get there to the Methodist Church because I need to perform for bells, but I have no idea if that's gonna happen. Oh, well, I'm gonna say goodbye and I will update you guys later. Good morning, everybody. It is gross out here. I'm pretty sure there is ice just completely on the roads, but guess who's still gonna go and try to go to Belle's performance? So hopefully you don't witness an accident because I'm getting thrown everywhere around on this road. So I apologize for not saying goodnight last night. My boyfriend got home, I went and saw my parents for a little bit, and then I came back and I was so tired that I just made a nice little nest on the couch for myself and fell asleep watching Hairspray. So, yeah, but it was that type of night. I do apologize that there's not much to this vlog, there's not much reading, but I'm still gonna put it out there anyways. Just because I guess you can see sometimes I'm busy and I just don't update a lot, and you know, I really do try. I really do. It's just I'm still, even after these months, I'm still not used to always remembering to vlog, and I will get better at that, and I definitely want to take you on the journey of my life besides reading. So, but I do read in these vlogs, so I can't call it anything else other than a life vlog or something like that. I don't know. My boyfriend suggested I do daily vlogs, but I told him that I just don't want to stay up that late, especially since I have to get up at 6 in the morning during the week to put out daily vlogs. But if you want them, because I see, it looks like the pattern right now is people are really interested in vlogs and they're interested in the book tags from what I've seen. Because I went and researched other booktubers channels, and the most views I have seen are on vlogs and everything like that. So it seems that people want to watch them. And I love making the vlogs more than making the other content. So, might do that. But I still want to post reviews because I want to get better at reviewing.
anyways, that's just my thoughts for the morning. I haven't had any caffeine yet, so I mean, I got my caffeine right here. Still haven't opened it yet. But I have bells practice here in about 30 minutes. We have choir practice at 8 now on Sundays because our choir director, her husband, had a nasty fall and hurt his shoulder. So he's doing physical therapy right now to see if physical therapy will help heal his bad shoulder. If not, he might have to have surgery. So Wednesdays are kind of a tough thing for her, so we can't have rehearsals on Wednesdays anymore until he's better. So, yeah. But today, I think it's time that I try to mostly finish The Hand on the Wall. The reason why I do weekend vlogs, I think I kind of stated before, is that I don't sometimes have time to read during the week. There's times where I finish 2 books in a week. And then there's times where I'm just so busy that reading is like the back burner in my mind. However, I've been trying to weasel it in where I read 50 pages a day, but most of my reading is done on the weekends when I have more time and can sit around, even though it doesn't seem like I sit around anyways, unless there's like a really bad snowstorm. Then I sit around because I have nowhere to go because I can't go anywhere. So, yeah. So I think what I'm going to do so we can get a reading montage in here is that I'm not staying for the full sermon today. I'm just, when bells play, afterwards I'm gone. Just because with the impending weather advisory, I don't know how bad the roads are going to get or when it's going to snow again. So I don't feel comfortable staying for the full thing knowing that it could possibly blizzard or it could not. Who knows? I just don't want to take the chance. Usually I do stay for a full sermon, but we're under a winter weather advisory until I think 8 p.m. tonight, so yeah. But anyways, so that's pretty much what I'm doing today. I don't really have anything else planned that I know of. Who knows, I might remember, but nothing really too extreme. With the weather, my dad's not going to change my oil today, so I was like, that's fine. I can go another weekend. It's fine. I was going to take the test for a thing that I wanted to do, but Dad wants to make sure that the certifying is legit, so I have to wait on that. And so, yeah. But our plan this afternoon is to try to get majority of the Hand on the Wall finished. We did leave off on a very juicy part, so definitely want to get that finished. But I'm going to let you guys go, and I will be back either with a reading montage or another update this time. Back, and I have just completed all my sticky tabs and all, The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson, and oh my goodness. So let's go into a small review of it now that I'm kind of thinking straight a little bit from the shock. So pretty much I read from chapter 16 until the end of this book, and there was some very disgusted moments. Not that I hated the book, it was just more of what was trying to rationalize of why this person did what they did that I was disgusted about. So that's why I have some green tabs in here.
I mean, at this point, you kind of understand the motive, but still it's sickening. Instead of letting your pride get in the way, you should have just went and talked to your friend about this whole endeavor. That's where I'm leaving it at that. I was so disgusted with it. But oh my god. That ending. And when Stevie found out exactly how everything played out in the present and the past, this new insurgence of confidence coming from her. I mean, she started putting two and two together during a huge anxiety panic attack after an incident happens. But oh my lanta. This is probably one of my top 5. I don't know how to rate it yet. I won't know until the end of this year, but this will definitely be my top 5 of 2020. Oh. My head is just still spinning from, because the person that I thought it was leaning towards, I knew it was a teacher, but not the person I was thinking it was going to be. It definitely was not the person I was thinking it was going to be. 5 out of 5. Loved it. At the beginning, I think why I couldn't get into it very well was it was slow. And I think the reason why it was slow is because the author wanted to build up to pretty much chapter 16 and onward, because the plot literally picks up as everything starts falling into place and frantic. And it's frantic because, I mean, they're going to be leaving the school forever if she doesn't find out what happened, if Stevie doesn't find out what happens. So it's like, holy crap. The book definitely grabs you by the horns and it's like, hang on for this ride towards the end of it, and I absolutely loved it. Now I really want to check into Maureen Johnson's more of her work, and I hope she releases another historical fiction series like this, because this was absolutely amazing and what I needed to get into the historical fiction genre. So thank you, Maureen Johnson, for this wonderful book. Well, now I'm going to end the vlog here. We finally have finished a book. As I said, it's very spotty sometimes of how I feel about reading books weekend to weekend. So that's why these might become sometimes a little bit more life vlogs than reading, but I'll still put reading into it even if I'm not finishing a book. So taking it at my own pace. So the next thing is to get back on, since I had a lovely distraction of this book, is to get back on track with the Cassandra Clare series, the Shadowhunter Chronicles. And I believe the next one I am supposed to read is the Bane Chronicles. So that will be the next one up on the docket. I was thinking about starting it today, but I think I just need to take some time to finish, what time is it? Edit this vlog and then kind of just relax and do something else with the dogs or something like that today. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you really want a more in-depth discussion and review of The Hand on the Wall, please let me know down in the comments. I love hearing about your guys' suggestions for video content and love the suggestions of how to make my videos better. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.